Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Feed Me Friday. Oh, I'm tired. We had a busy day yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw the pictures. Hubs and I went out to lunch at a steakhouse. And man, was that good. Oh, my word. Now, the last time I went, I actually ate way too much. And I paid for it the rest of the day and into the night. This time was not the same. I didn't eat as much cheese. They actually brought out like the fried cheese, which is fabulous. And the thing is though, they had drizzled it with honey and I'm like, dang it. I did want to have a piece, but, and my husband's like, you could just scrape off the honey, eat the underside. I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna bother with it, but it was delicious. And it was funny because our waiter was like, he's like, come on, guys, you can keep going. And I'm sitting there thinking, no. When you're just filling up on protein and fat, there is no just keep going. At least not for me, my word. But it was delicious. We had a great time. Went out grocery shopping later, and I was laughing because I'm like, oh, I'm definitely turning into my mom. That I want to go grocery shopping so I can just look at what they have, like walking up and down the aisles and stuff. So. My mom is doing okay. She's still stable, but, she was saying the other day how she's like, I am just so exhausted. She's like, I didn't even do anything today. Why am I so tired? I'm like, Mom, I said, your body is working so hard just to continue to keep you alive. Her and I were both saying, like, every day, it's so hard for her to get going. I mean, it's kind of overwhelming. And every day I see that and I'm kind of like, is this the day? Is this the day when her body can't take it anymore? And her and I were talking about that last night. And she's like, no, I know. She's like, I'm thinking the same thing every morning. But as we get more into like the afternoon, so say from like 4 o'clock on, she's doing a little better. And it's not every day that she starts to do better, because some days it's just rough all day long. But anyway, I don't know if you guys noticed, I did things a little bit differently. I don't have my little thing of fat that I normally like dip from. I'm all out. So instead, the steaks that I'm pulling from have, look at this. They have like massive pieces of fat. So I'm using that. I'm just adding a little extra. For anyone who's new, what I like to do is cook the fat first. Because first of all, it renders the fat a bit. And it makes it nice and crispy, which I love. I can't stand globby fat. It just grosses me out. This is from steak that I cooked on the grill. I like to undercook it so that when I go to reheat it, it still has some tenderness to it. And then this is cheesy scrambled eggs. So I'm going to get that going and go get myself a cup of coffee. So I've got some cinnamon sticky bun coffee from Lancaster County Roasters, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons butter, scoop collagen, and a few dashes of salt. So I've been running a exercise challenge on Facebook. And it's kind of funny because I'm looking forward to it being done. Only because, like, I generally exercise on a regular basis, but being held to like a certain number, it's like, oh, that's the tough part. I don't mind doing push-ups every day, but it's trying to hit 100 every single day that has been tough. And the past few days I've been a little more tired than usual, and I'm thinking my cycle's coming because not only that, but I'm eating more chicken, and I'm like, it's just not, I need more beef. So the thing is though, last Saturday we were going to have guests. My nephew was going to come over with his daughters, and I think my brother was going to come. Anyway, so we're going to have guests, and I made 3 meals. They're all chicken meals too. I made chicken nuggets, I made chicken calzone, I made like a white pizza with chicken on it. So we had to cancel though because Mom was just feeling terrible. And I'm like, well, I guess I can eat it, and maybe Mom can help me, which she can't. I mean, to a degree anyway. So I've got 3 meals sitting in the fridge that I am slowly kind of pecking away at. And I'm like, I think what I'm going to have to do is today will probably be the last day of me eating them. And then tomorrow I have to go back to like all beef. And then everything will just go in the freezer and I'll just dip into it as I need it. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm really hoping I don't go into like a full-on week spell because I can't afford that right now with what's going on with Mom. But the good news is I've got backup. If I am too weak, I've got my husband and 2 daughters who can help me out. So that'll be good. There's one other thing I was going to talk about this morning. Maybe 2 things. So, I know people have like issues like eating out and ordering out and stuff like that. And I've never understood that because in my mind, there's automatically things that are off limits because they're carbs. So I wouldn't, I'm not going to eat them because that they're there and thinking like that's the only option. So it's like in my mind, I'm automatically picking apart the food item, removing the foods that I know I can eat, and then discarding, what I can't have. So when the waiter or waitress comes, I can tell them, can I have this, but minus this? And there's never an issue with it. Everyone always is so helpful. So it is odd to me when someone does have a problem with that, or they don't think of it. I'm like, how do you not think of it? And I'm not faulting anyone for that. This is just the way my brain specifically works. So I'm not saying like, oh, how could you? It's like that's not it. I don't understand it because I don't experience that myself. Other thing I want to say was there's this guy who is putting up videos where he tests his blood sugar. He's like, let's see how this food or that food works with my blood sugar. But the problem is he's not diabetic. I mean, that's not a problem. That's a good thing. He's not diabetic. Where the problem lies is he doesn't say this in his videos, that he's not diabetic. And I'm like, if you're not diabetic, you need to put that caveat out there for every single video so that people know that your information is not actually helpful for them. It might be helpful for other non-diabetics, but it's not going to be helpful for diabetics. Perfect. Oh, 101. As the seam escapes, it's going to be 100. I do 3 100-gram meals every day, plus the 2 cups of coffee. Everyone's always like, oh, it's such a small amount of food. Well, if I wasn't having the cup of coffee, I would actually have more food because this is a lot of fat, as you guys saw. Plus, there's protein in it from the collagen. So, anyway, I have thought about I do want to get like a CGM, and I want to test and see, just how I'm doing. I'd like to get one put on my husband and my oldest daughter and my mom. But I was thinking it's like when I put the information out there, it's going to be, I've never been diagnosed diabetic. I think I was headed that way, but I don't have the diagnosis to back it up. So these numbers aren't going to be very helpful to full-blown diabetics. It's just for me to see, how my body's handling things. I don't know why I would need to test now anyway, because these are my meals. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to go sit down and eat, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm having my second cup of coffee early. It's about 9 o'clock, and I'm just feeling it. Could be because it's overcast today. But anyway, this is Christopher Bean brand coffee. It's one of my favorites. It's chocolate chip oatmeal cookie. It is fabulous. 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of butter, scoop of collagen, and a few dashes of salt. Lunch is a grilled cheese that I made out of that white pizza. I don't know if everyone knows what a white pizza is. It just means that it doesn't have any sauce on it. So it's like it's just cheese, and I put chicken on mine, which makes it even more white because, chicken's a white meat. And then ricotta cheese. So another white thing. Anyway, still working on that cup of coffee. This is dinner. It's some cold grilled flank steak that I made like a few days ago. And then this is this stuff here. This is really good stuff. This is addicting. So this is why I have to have it with the meal. I cannot have it as a snack. Anyway, this might be it for today. I'll check in with you guys later. I'm going to have one of these recipe link in the comments. It's a bit like cheesecake, kind of, but there's no sweetener in it. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me go on and on. This video is brought to you by my faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, who has everything you need and nothing you don't. Bye.